Okay, we hacked this sucker apart. Pieces to pieces. Um, strip the tuner section off the thing. We got the end plate off so I can dibble dabble with this band switch slash RF slash oscillator slash whatever slash thing is connected to it. Those are all different sub-assemblies, and they're all tied together. I mean, see, that is hooked to here. This is hooked to there. The shin bone connected to the thigh bone, and the thigh bone connected to the mouth bone, and let's just call the whole thing off, but we can't. So I'm going to have to go in there and do a little snip here and there, little tummy tuck on it, to extract this thing out. There's going to be some really tight areas like that golden color thingy right there that goes to that terminal strip, and it goes to the oscillator coil, and it's going to be a tight situation to get back connected, and put, want to get it all put back together again, because it's going to have to come out as an entire assembly, everything connected, and it's going to have to go in reverse, everything connected, with the exception of this green wire. I'm going to clip it up here at the band switch, and this bare one right here, I'm going to clip it at the band switch, and anything else that can be that will have to be nipped, but it's going to be based on whether or not I can get a soldering iron back in there to reconnect the things. So I've got this connected, this disconnected, and I need to get this, and then I need to take the nut off the shaft of that and get these clipped. So I'm gonna I ordered some tubes I had all the other tubes for this radio, if you remember correctly. Now this one over here, this Loctal, what was in here was a 7G7 Loctal tube. Well, the schematic calls for a Q7 tube. Now I looked in my little database and looking to see what would substitute for a Q7, and there's nothing. I don't know where they got the idea that the 7G7 tube would work in there. Now it might be one of the big reasons, or might be the only reason why I didn't get anything but hash when I switched the band. You can't use a 7G7 in place of a 7Q7. The Q7 tube is much more complex than the G7 tube is. So I got a bunch coming. I think I ordered 3, so I'd have a couple of spares just in case. It's the first time I ever run across a Q7 tube, so I was hoping I had something in the rack that I could use in place of the Q7, but no. It's one of those ones that you can't substitute. At least I didn't. At least not in the book I got. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing now, amongst the other crap that you see that I removed from here. I'm working my way there, and then we'll start hacking away on all these capacitors. And that there is a 4-section E-cap. When I get this assembly out of here, I'm going to see if I can get to that thing so I can disassemble it from the chassis and take it off. And I'll see about whether or not I can open her up and restuff that. I don't really want to have to go that far with it, but there is no room in here for any radials, at least in this general area right here. I might be able to get something over here, maybe. It depends on whether or not how drastic a situation I get to that. So those are the ones that are going to go back in. So they're not very big. I think there's only one rated at 450, and I don't need a 450 one, but it's the only thing I had in one of those values. All the rest are like at 160 volt or 400 volt, so they won't take up too much room. And I still have my little mini terminal strips that I could put in there. But I don't want to change too much here with those, because it's such short runs that I don't want to take a chance on any issues with motor boating or anything else like that. So that's what I'm going to do now, is work on extracting this entire assembly right here, and we'll be back for more, so stand by. Alright, raindrops are falling on my shed. Hopefully you can hear me over the clanking and the banging and the whoop-de-doo going on out there. Well, we got her extracted. Not too much of a problem, but it's a little bit tedious. I wouldn't suggest it to anybody that's got palpitations or freaks out real easy or needs safe zone. But there we are. Yeah, boy, I don't know how in the heck. I'm assuming women did this. Every video I've seen of them putting radios together, women were always doing the doing. The guys were doing all the framework and the steel work and the punching and the stamping and everything else, but the women did all these. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. They must have put this in first. All this other stuff that came later. But we'll see what we can do with it. Now that we got it opened up and we can start stretching our legs here, we're going to start hacking away on these other caps and get them changed out. I've still yet to see what I can do with this E-cap can, 4-section can. I believe I can get it out. It's just getting all these little resistors out of the way so I can get these wires moved so I can get in there to get her done. So we'll be taking care of that next. But I think from the sound of it out there, we may not do that until tomorrow. chance tomorrow. So stay tuned. We're going to have more coming your way, hopefully. You don't float away. Thanks for watching.